Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Diversity Management. I am so glad to welcome each of you to class. I'm so glad that you decided to take this class. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be a wonderful semester. And again, thank you for signing up. My name is Justin Lacey. I am actually I'm just an adjunct professor at UMSL. I don't actually work in St. Louis or live in St. Louis. My full-time role is I'm the assistant director for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and I'm also the Title IX coordinator for the University of Illinois system offices in Urbana-Champaign, Illinois. So go Illini. So that is my full-time job. But I've actually worked at UMSL before. In 2016 through 2017, I actually worked in human resources at UMSL. I was a senior HR consultant and also the Title IX coordinator for UMSL at that time. So I'm very familiar with the campus, love UMSL to death, and I think this is my 7th or 8th semester teaching with UMSL, and I absolutely love it. So I love being a part of the UMSL community, and love teaching this class. I teach several classes, and this is my favorite one to teach. So again, welcome to class. In this class, we're going to learn a lot, and I think what's so great about this class is it doesn't matter what your major is, what you're studying. The things that we'll learn this semester will follow you throughout your career. Their ideas, their thoughts, their ways of thinking, their actions that you can take to make your workplace better. No matter what career you go into, this class will help you learn not just more about diversity, but how do you interact better with coworkers? How do you find ways to find common ground with coworkers? Because we all agree we're not going to agree all the time with everything. This is going to be a great way for you to learn not only how to look at people from different perspectives, but also to understand their backgrounds, their beliefs, their culture, and it will help you assimilate to better understand how to move forward. Because again, you're all there for one reason, and that's to make your organization successful. So that's what I hope you'll learn throughout this class. Again, since I am not on campus, obviously on my syllabus are my phone number and my email. Feel free to call or email me anytime that you have questions. I'm always happy to talk to you or answer any questions. If you email me, I try to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours because I don't want you waiting on me. I know I used to email professors all the time, and it was frustrating for when they wouldn't get back to me. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. So and please call me Justin. I went to law school. I have a doctorate. I have an MBA. But you know what? I prefer to be called Justin. So when you email me, you don't have to call me Dr. Lacey. You don't have to say Professor Lacey. Just Justin is fine. We'll keep it very informal. So. For this semester, the textbook that we're going to use is right here. It's Diversity in Organizations by Myrtle Bell. It is the 3rd edition, so I know some of you use Cengage, as an ebook, and that's perfectly fine, but if you actually have the print version, that's the textbook that we'll be using. It's the only required textbook. I'm going to have some things that you'll read, articles and things throughout the semester, but I'll provide the links for those. This is the only book that's required. So, and you do need to make sure you have the book because, we do a lot of our discussions out of the book. Some of the exercises we do come out of the book, and in the 2 exams, actually, the questions come 100% from the textbook. So I believe if you're going to have to buy it, I should make sure that you get to use it. So please make sure you buy it and you read it. The syllabus is posted, so I kind of laid it out week by week. What topics we're going to talk about, what we're going to be doing each week. Every week I'll try to start off with a little bit of intro video like we're doing right now to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be talking about, what we're going to be discussing, some things to look at, some things to kind of think about during that week. There's 800 points for this class. There's 200 points for discussion forums, 200 for case study analysis, 200 for 2 papers, and 200 for 2 exams. So discussion forums, we won't do them every single week, but most weeks we'll do discussion forums where I'll lay out a question or two and I'll ask you to respond in the actual forum itself. There are requirements on word limits and things, and I'll be sure to put all those details in there so you know exactly how long you're supposed to respond. And every week, unless I tell you differently, there's 2 requirements. Is you generally have to have 3 posts for to be able to get full points for that week. Your initial post, which you'll post usually but if I post everything on Monday, usually by Thursday you have to do your own first post. And then you'll have till Sunday to respond to at least 2 of your classmates, 2 different people on different days. Now, those responses will be much shorter than the requirement for your post, but again, it usually takes about 3 to 4 posts to be able to be eligible to get full points every week. And again, I'll give you more and more feedback as we go along throughout the semester. We do several case study analyses, and this is basically where I give you, it'll go along with the topic we're discussing that week, and I'll give you either an article to read or something in the textbook to look at, and then and individually you will respond, kind of in a mini paper. They're not designed to be very long, but again, they'll be for you to respond to on that topic specifically. We will have two papers, two research papers. They're about 6 to 8 pages each. One will be, in the first part of the semester, and the other will be towards the end of the semester. And again, I'll give you plenty, at least 3 to 4 weeks advance notice before those are due to give you plenty of time to write them. And again, they're not designed to be difficult. The two topics you're going to write about, I think, are actually really fun and really kind of interesting. And they're really more about your opinions as opposed to true facts. So I can't wait to see how you defend your reasoning and your analysis. So that's going to be, and we'll get more details to come with that. And then finally, there'll be 2 exams. The first exam will be about halfway through, and then the other exam will be the final. The final is not comprehensive, so the first exam is only going to cover the stuff that we cover in the first part of the semester. The second exam will only be things that we cover in the second part of the semester. And the exams are kind of a combination of short answer and multiple choice. And again, I'll give you plenty of advance notice and give you plenty of information to look at before the exams. So, when we're talking about responses, this class is all about respect. We're learning different ways of thinking, different ideas, different philosophies. So I'm telling you right now, it is okay to have your own unique opinion if it's completely different than everybody else. I encourage it. You're a unique person. Your values and your beliefs are your own. So whenever we're especially during the discussion forums, when I'm asking for your thoughts, your advice, your feedback, I want to know what you really think. So, you don't have to write based on what you think I want to hear or what you think your classmates want to hear. I want you to respond on what you think is appropriate and how you view the question. Now, your opinion may be unpopular. It may be against everybody else, and that's perfectly fine. So don't be scared or don't be ashamed to share your own opinions. However, we want to do that in a respectful manner. So even if you completely disagree with everybody else, that's fine, but don't tell everybody else that they're wrong. Don't say that only my opinion matters and nobody else's matters. Do it with respect. Do it with honesty. Do it with integrity. And that goes for everybody else. If you see one of your classmates post something that you don't agree with, it's okay to say you disagree, but just make sure you do it in a respectful, calm manner and just say, here's my reasons why I disagree. I think the more we do that, we're going to have some really great conversations. So it's okay to disagree with each other. Just make sure you do it, respectfully. And if at any point you personally feel that one of your classmates is attacking you or making you feel bad or, really targeting you for your opinions, please let me know and you and I can talk about it privately and we'll definitely come to a solution. But again, lots of diversity of opinions is expected and encouraged, but again, just respect everybody else. Whenever I post grades, whenever if a grade is something that's due on Sunday, for example, I try my best to get it to you by Wednesday, Thursday of the following week. There's nothing more frustrating, I know, than having to wait weeks before you get a grade posted. So usually, I try to between about 3 to 5 days after you finish an assignment, depending on what it is, I will get your grades posted and your assignments back to you so you can know how you did and you know where you always stand at any given point in the semester. And as I remember, especially unless it's actually a fact that we're talking about on your discussion forums, your case study analysis, your papers, you're not graded on what I think it should be. You're graded on what your opinion. But you're graded on how you construct your opinion. So if I ask you a question, you say, "Well, I think this is the way it should be," or "This is what I think." That's great. But where you get the most points is why do you feel that way? What sources do you have to back up your arguments? What is your rationale, your thought process? Do you look at both sides of the argument and then tell me why you feel the way you do? Those are the types of students who really, who take that time and really show their, and back up their work, so to speak. Those are the A students. Those are the ones who get the highest grades because you're able to rationalize why you feel the way you do. That's what I hope to have throughout this class. Again, I love reading people's thoughts and opinions and ideas. Makes it more fun, and it's not as boring. So that's what I really encourage you to do throughout this semester. And one final thing that I'll say kind of about the material, because we do talk about some things that may be uncomfortable to talk about, or you may have never been exposed to them. I want you to know that this is, at the end of the day, this is a business class. This is not a sociology class. This is not a criminology class. We're not going to be sitting here and saying and talking about high level politics and different things. You may be conservative, you may be liberal, and that's all great, or you may be somewhere in between, or any other thoughts. But we don't want to bring in politics as best we can. We don't want to say, well, the reason why I feel this way is because all the politics say X, Y, and Z. We want to try to focus this on business settings. This is a business class at the end of the day. So we want to focus it on organizations and how do coworkers interact and how do we as coworkers and contribute these ideas to our organization. And again, if you need to bring in, something from politics or religion or anything like that to support your argument, I highly encourage you to do that. But remember, at the end of the day, this is not a class in religion. This is not a class in sociology or in politics. This is a business course class, and we want to treat it as such. So I hope I tried to cover as much as I could. Again, thank you, everybody, for signing up. I truly believe you're going to enjoy this semester. I can't wait to be able to get to know each one of you and read your posts and read your papers and see and learn more about this. So if at any point you have any questions, again, I've been doing this type of work a long time. I love doing it. It's what my passion is. So please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks again, everyone, and I will see you on the message boards coming to start this week.